Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to 22 News at 4. I'm Ciara Speller. We'll have your top 4 at 4 in just a moment. But first, we have a look at your commuter traffic and weather. We have 22 News Storm Team meteorologist Brian Lapis here with us. Brian, how's it looking out there? People headed to the Big E. What are we seeing?
Pretty good. And the West Springfield area near the Big E is actually not in terrible shape. There is one little backup that I'd like to share with you. Let's take a look at the map, shall we? There's a little backup on I-91 North, just south of downtown Springfield. There it is right there. Right there. So just be advised that if you're headed north into western Massachusetts, possibly from Connecticut, that you might run into some slow traffic here. Otherwise, we're in good shape. The Pike is looking good. Both east and west sides of the Connecticut River on the Pike, fine. And I-91 north and southbound, other than that backup in downtown Springfield, also looking good. Let's take a look at temperatures. Bonus sunshine meant a bonus warm air here today. Look at this, 85 today in Greenfield, 84 in Orange, 82 in Northampton, 86 degrees in Westfield, and 84 in Springfield. And the clouds and radar are telling the story very well. We've got the storm system to our east, but the clouds are staying east, and we've had sunshine and dry weather thus far. And really, our chances for rain moving forward into the weekend are minimal. We'll update with our 22 News Storm Team Skycast.
Now for our top 4 at 4 in Washington, members of a Senate committee have voted to adopt 2 resolutions that would hold Steward Health CEO Ralph De La Torre in contempt of Congress. This comes after he refused to attend a U.S. Senate hearing last week, despite being issued a subpoena. The first resolution would require De La Torre to testify before the Senate Health, Education and Labor and Pensions Committee. The second would refer the matter to the U.S. Attorney for the District of Columbia to criminally prosecute him for failing to comply with the subpoena. Both resolutions will now go for a full Senate vote. 5 corrections officers are injured after an inmate attacked at a prison in Lancaster. 2 officers were stabbed and 3 others injured in Wednesday's attack at the Sousa Baranowski Correctional Center. All 5 correction officers were sent to the hospital for treatment. 4 have been released, but 1 remains hospitalized in serious but stable condition. The president of the union that represents the officers says it's attacks like these that have put prisons in a staffing crisis.
Their concern is they just don't want this job anymore. That's the problem we're having. If they don't feel safe going into an environment, they're seeking other opportunities to go work someplace else.
The Department of Corrections said the facility is secure at this time while an investigation into how this happened continues. The remains of a World War II veteran are set to be buried in Agawam next week after being properly identified. Earlier this year, the remains were identified as 31-year-old U.S. Army Private K-Wok Woo of Los Angeles. His regiment was engaged in fighting in Germany when he was reported killed in action on February 9th, 1945. Private Woo's remains were not recovered until 1951 and were not identified until March of this year. A plane carrying his remains is set to arrive at Bradley International Airport at around 5 p.m. Private Woo will be buried at the Veterans Cemetery in Agawam on September 28th. Police are still looking for 3 suspects in Enfield after an armed home invasion overnight. It happened just before 2 in the morning on Asnuntuck Street. Enfield police say no one was hurt and there is no threat to the public. It's unknown if this home invasion was targeted. Police say they're looking for a white Mercedes with Connecticut plates. And now let's have another check of the weather with meteorologist Brian Lapis.
The weather is trending drier, Ciara, which I suppose is good news as we cruise toward the weekend. Let's take a look over here to the 22 News Storm Team Skycast. 5 o'clock here this afternoon. A few scattered clouds, but dry. Evening temperatures will be cooling through the 70s, we expect, into the 60s. And notice some scattered clouds around. I'm going to call it variable clouds here overnight tonight. Continued dry, maybe a scattered sprinkle. That's about it. Morning temperatures tomorrow will be in the 50s and 60s at 6 o'clock. And you can see here that a little bit of cloudiness. I'm calling a mixture of sunshine and clouds here tomorrow. A scattered sprinkle is a possibility, but generally speaking, there will be no substantial rain here tomorrow or into the weekend. We'll update on 22 News at 5.
The annual list of finalists for the Strong National Museum of Play is out. The museum announced that the 12 finalists for the Toy Hall of Fame who will battle it out to be in the final 5. Some standouts in this year's list include balloons, the hobby horse, My Little Pony, plus games like Pokemon and Apples to Apples. Fans can vote on their favorite finalists online. Voting ends next Wednesday. A humanoid robot was unveiled at the Tokyo Big Sight Exhibition Center, designed to replace humans in dangerous working locations. Using VR technology, an operator is able to perform tasks in dangerous areas from the robot's perspective, while remaining safely on the ground. The West Japan Railway is utilizing the robot for tasks such as painting around power lines and trimming branches that extend onto the tracks. It plans to further expand its range of applications in the future. And now for a look at what we're working on for 22 News starting at 5. A drunk driver damaged several headstones at a Northampton cemetery last year. Some are still awaiting replacements. See what it's taken or why it's taken so long to make those repairs. Plus, at the State House, we'll have a look at a program that could help people who did not file state tax returns to get back on track. And today is Massachusetts Day at the Big E. See how the fair continues to celebrate the states of New England.
And traffic around the Big E right now is doing pretty well. Just some slight slowdowns, nothing unusual. There's also a minor slowdown now. I-91 northbound near downtown Springfield, just south of downtown Springfield, again on I-91 north. Otherwise, roads are looking pretty good as we head into the evening commute. We'll track our chances for rain, which are diminishing as we head into the weekend on 22 News at 5.
All right, Brian, thank you. And thanks for joining us for 22 News at 4. You can join us on TV tonight starting at 5 and get all your local news and weather updates anytime on wwlp.com and the 22 News mobile app.